れません。信じられません。しかもこの信じられない事件が今我々の眼中において展開されているのであります。今やゴジラの飛び出した後はこれで終わりそうから例えばゴジラは移動を開始なしどうやら土山方面に向かう模様であります。我々の世界は一瞬のうちに200万年の世界に引き込まされたのでありましょうか。
What to do, guys? Back with a fresh final review, and today we're going to be looking at the Mondo Urban Aztec King Ghidorah. Bam! What a freaking beast. I can't even get the freaking box in the whole frame. And I'm just going to be careful. So, here's the box. Okay, it's got all Jesse Hernandez's box art design and everything of his Aztec-style King Ghidorah-ness all over. It is freaking awesome. Like, this is art itself, the box itself, okay? On basically the sides, I'm going to be careful because I don't want to hurt the monster here. We got King Ghidorah in Japanese, along with, again, Jesse Hernandez's art all over the place. Urban Aztec. On the back side, we got all the sculpting and Mondo artist, the team information, along with a gold Ghidorah, which, for those of you that might have seen recently at Designer Con, there was a gold-looking Ghidorah, so that was freaking cool. But yeah, this thing is gorgeous. The let's see who did the sculpt here. Paint by Hector and Hillary. Sculpt is done by Matt Black and Daryl Raymondo. But again, the concept, the paint job, and everything, all done by Urban Aztec. Freaking awesome. I'm telling you, like, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous box alone itself. Because I'm a klutz. I say this every time. I'm a klutz. Inside the box, you got your basic, like X Plus figures, SH Monster Arts, plastic coffin protection in there. Really, really packed well, especially considering there is a lot of things about this figure that could go, like the horns, the hairs, more horns, stuff all over the place that, could be damaged. But the box, very, very protective, okay? Now, if you pre-ordered this, when did you pre-order it? I think we pre-ordered this. This went up for pre-order winter of last year. Was it December or January? I don't remember, but it was a while ago. And it finally came out in the summer of 2025, I believe. I don't even remember when I got mine. I think it was like August. If you pre-ordered it, it was $275 before shipping. Honestly, that's not bad considering what we got here. Is it a big figure? Yeah, it's freaking huge. He's about 12 and a half inches tall, probably by probably like 12 inches wide from wingtip to wingtip, and probably 8 inches deep. This thing is massive. So 12 and a half inches tall. It's almost like a 30 centimeter scale. I'm not going to compare them to an X Plus Ghidorah. The wings on those are just massive, even at the 25 centimeter scale. But this thing is huge. It's not really 30 centimeter scale, but we're not comparing X Plus. But it's big. And the amount of detail in this thing and the colors on this thing are just insane. It is, when you think Sofubi, what do you think? Yes, art. Correct answer. That's what I think about when I'm thinking about Sofubi. They're pieces of art. And what, does it get any better than this when it comes to an example of Sofubi? No, because this is all art. Urban Aztec, he's an artist. Mondo, they make figures. They collab, just like Octeal. David Dobko, boom. I can't wait to get that, so it's so freaking cool that artists are bringing, they're tapping into the vinyl form here with their art, because this is art, and it's freaking awesome. Collectibles? Yes. Okay, now, I actually forget how he's displayed in the box, but these wings, they go on and off easy with a nice, thick plastic peg there inside his shoulder, upper back shoulder area. You just plug that in like that, easy on, easy off. but you still want to be careful. Plastic can snap, okay? So just be careful. These, once they're on, they are nice and sturdy. Just give them a little snug, and voila. The figure, it's perfectly balanced too. Now, all right, if you take one wing off, he could tip, but we're not going to do that because that's not fresh, right? Right. So, but once everything's put together, the figure, it's balanced. Like, even looking at Ghidorah from behind, like, symmetrically, everything is balanced. From the wings, the positioning of the heads and the necks and everything looks really, really good. Let me turn him around or look at the photo so you can see what I was just looking at. But perfection. And now I get to look at his pretty faces. Yeah. Looking freaking banger. Now, the detail. We're going to let me take some time to talk about the detail here before I get to the paint job, okay? The amount of detail in the sculpt that is packed into this is just literally insane. We'll start with the wings. The amount of detail here in the wings is just insane. The sculpting layers, the grooves, the ridges on the wingtips, these spikies on the wing membrane, and then on the wing tips, we got these giant, like these beautiful, beautiful sculpts here on the wings. Everything just looks freaking insane. Like, literally, you could just look at this for an hour, and it's just, I didn't even notice that. One thing I will say as I take the wing off here, I really dig these gold skulls at the top with those red eyes. That looks really dope, okay? The heads, clearly a standout. There's just so much detail in these heads. It's just insane. Everything about this figure is insane. From the horns to the hairs to his eyes, the eyebrows, the snout, the teeth, the tongues. Oh, I don't have them. Where are they? And I didn't even take any pictures of them because I'm a putz. They're sitting over there across from me on the other table. But his gravity beams, you just want to plop those in there, each of them, and those are nicely done, and those fit in there nicely well. I should have taken pictures, and I forgot. Sue me. I'll put another picture in from when I unboxed them a couple months ago. Forgive me. Thank you. But yeah, those look really, really dope. But there's just so much detail on this. Like, look at the chest. Look at the necks. Look at the heads. Look at the stomach. Look at the legs. Look at the wings. Look at the feet. Look at the toes. Look at the toenails. Look at those freaking kneecaps. Look how awesome those kneecaps are. Tell me, like, hey, Helmy. That sounded like Helmy. What's up, Helmy? If you're watching. But yeah, like it is just insane the amount of detail that has gone into this figure. You have to see it. Me babbling about it is not going to do justice. Even the tails. Like, every square inch of this figure is packed with attention to detail and the utmost artistic craftsmanship. It is phenomenal. It is phenomenal. The paint job. Okay, let's talk about the paint job. We've got reds, blues, golds. What else? Is that pretty much it? Blacks. Oh, the blacks. Clearly, the black is accenting everything. This figure just pops. It pulls your eyes in. It is a centerpiece. Like everything we collect feels like a centerpiece. That is just how top-notch collecting is today. And I want to say I think that's something that Mondo is shooting for. They're going for centerpiece with every piece that they put out because they're just hitting grand slams left and right. Space Godzilla's next review coming up. But yeah, the paint job on this is just absurd as well because there's just so much happening. Like, how do you even get this painted? I think Mondo needs to do like a behind the scenes on something like this, and not now, just for a little size comparison. I don't have them on the table, but take a look at the photo here with the Godzilla that came out last year as well. So these look great together. And, is that it for the line? Absolutely not. At D-Con, I think it was D-Con, they announced a Mothra is coming for this line. I don't know if I'm going to get it because now that we got a Mothra coming, what's next? There's going to be just... So now I might have to start being picky choosy on which ones I get, because the next thing you know, you have a whole full room of Urban Aztec figure. Is that a problem? No, but damn. Yeah. Like, I just really don't know what else to say about this. This thing is gorgeous. With the detail and the paint speaking volumes for themselves, but the faces, even though this is 3 heads, they're nearly identical. It just feels like they each have their own personality, for just maybe from the positioning, but it is just so impressive looking. If you got one, you know why I'm babbling with just awe. Okay, so I'll leave it at that. This is definitely a 10 out of 10 plus bonus points for its freaking awesomeness. This will be in the Sofubi room. Yeah. What else? I don't know what else to keep going on about. Like, photos don't do it justice. So again, if you got the original one, great on you. If you missed it, we already got I think 2 other variants. The gold one, and I feel like there was another one, but I'm having a brain fart right now. So make sure you get one. You have to have one of these. You have to have one of these Urban Aztec figures from Mondo. It is a must for a Sofubi collection, okay? All right, so 10 out of 10. That's what's up. It's certified fresh, and it did smell nice right out of the box, okay? And like I said, it's a hefty figure. Hefty. Keep playing with them. I'm going to knock them off the damn table. But yeah, I love those kneecaps. Love it. Get one. All right, people. I'll see you on the next Fresh Vinyl review. And remember, buy vinyl, fresh vinyl. Bam.